Susan Tierney. Margaret Waterston. For the degree of Master of Philosophy in the School of Education, Dudu Maria Makunu. In the School of Continuing Education, Michael Edwin Allen Sims. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Education, Doe Coyle. Valerie Eileen Fraser. Barbara Betty Sinclair. In the School of Continuing Education, T. Hue Dung Doan. Philip John Ollison.
Chancellor, to you and the congregation, I present these students in my faculty for the following degrees and diplomas. For the postgraduate diploma in psychology, Hala Ba'ai Mahahani. Catherine Brooks. Charlotte Chan. Sarah Louise Collins. Hulwyn Mayer James. Rebecca Jane Nanika. Anne-Marie Elizabeth Martin. Louise Helen Mackenzie. Mariah Campbell Patterson. Julie Ann Rowan. Christina Margaret Sturge. Perjo Hanel Suraka. Susan Taunton. Life and for the degree of Master of Philosophy in the School of Psychology, Laura Adele Lee. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Giose Faraji. Sarah Elizabeth Garner. Nicola Claire Gillott. Therumala Govender. Azra Nassin Khan. In the School of Psychology, Andrew Keith Wayman. Paul Marshall. Andrew Wells. They're in the School of Pharmaceutical Sciences.
Chancellor, to you and to the congregation, I present for the degree of Master of Science in Health Policy and Organisation, Stephen Charles Williamson.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I also admit those students listed in the proceedings but not present. I admit them to their degrees and their diplomas in absentia. I now call upon Lord Putnam of Queensgate to address the congregation. David.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I really need to tell you what an honour I feel or what a privilege it is to be here to receive an honorary degree from this quite remarkable and rapidly developing institution. I should possibly also tell you, as someone who spends most of their lives involved in education, that you are a very, very fortunate university in that you have a Chancellor and a Vice-Chancellor who, in my experience, are a unique and remarkable double act when it comes to securing the very, very best of what's around in the educational universe. I do congratulate you and them. In thanking you, I know I also speak for my fellow honorary graduate, Dave Brubeck. May I add my personal congratulations to him on what's, for both of us, a really wonderful occasion. It's been decided that I should address a few words to you, whilst Mr. Brubeck just sits down and takes 5. I'd also like to congratulate all the graduates who've been presented here this morning. You've every right to feel extremely proud of yourselves. All you have made considerable sacrifices to achieve your degrees, and for this, Mr. Brubeck and I, who had an altogether easier time of it, commend you. And in congratulating you, I'm also honouring all those who've helped you and supported you on your academic journey, be they parents, relatives, friends, or educators. In fact, it's a really proud day of celebration for all of us. And with the Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor's permission, can I just suggest that all of you graduates, using your caps to good advantage, would you like to stand for 1 second? Here's a unique opportunity to thank all of those, as I say, parents, faculty members, friends, for what they've done to bring you here today. So, hip hip! That wasn't very good, was it? Sorry, I probably took you by surprise. Let's really try this time. Hip hip! I think that's the first one. Hip hip! Hip hip! Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. I wouldn't want to give you the impression that it's all that easy to get an honorary degree. There are actually any number of hoops to go through. For example, Mr. Brubeck and I are here today partly to restore gender the whole occasion. But you also need parents with the wisdom to bestow on you the name David. David in Hebrew means blessed, and I was sitting there thinking, blessed Brubeck, not bad, eh? I think make a fantastic title for a CD. But what a loss to teaching. Talking of educators reminds me of a piece of graffiti I once saw which said, if you can read this, thank a teacher. And the truth is, of course, there's no possible future for any of us, either as individuals or as a society, that isn't built on a solid foundation of talented and dedicated teachers. It was recognition of this rather obvious and simple fact that helped motivate me to turn away from the world of film and become ever more involved in the world of education. Now, many of you today are heading into that world of education, whilst others are heading into the world of medicine. And it strikes me that there are some quite illuminating parallels between these two professions. This comparison is particularly apt to me personally, having recently, as you heard, become chair of the General Teaching Council, which borrows both its concept and its name from the General Medical Council. In a way, it's quite astonishing that the teaching profession has waited so long for the kind of professional representation that doctors have enjoyed for more than 140 years. Yet the recent problems encountered by the GMC hold some very valuable lessons for us at the GTC. In particular, lessons about managing the relationship with the unions and other bodies, as well as with the media, lessons which we at the GTC would be extremely daft not to heed. And medicine offers instructive examples to the world of education in other ways too. The pace of change in medicine has tended to far outstrip that in education. Medicine has, for example, had a much greater opportunity and maybe even a desire to utilize the full potential of technology. This, however, is about to change as the new technologies, precisely they are information technologies, are adapted in ways that specifically benefit learning. These are the technologies that are changing the world ever more rapidly, and as a result, the future of classroom practice will almost certainly be dramatically different for teachers and students alike. And these changes will feel all the more dramatic given the relative lack of recent development in the basic tools of teaching. Now, by that I mean that a doctor or a highly qualified nurse from the year 1900 who was transported in a time machine to today would have absolutely no chance whatsoever of taking any active role in an operating theatre. He or she would have found themselves, to all intents and purposes, in an entirely alien environment. But contrast that with the teacher of 1900. The children's clothes may look a little different, but with a piece of chalk, a blackboard, and confronted by 30 reasonably attentive faces, they could deliver in most subjects what would be entirely recognizable as a lesson. Of course, the enduring qualities and skills don't change for teachers or doctors. But the technological environment, the tools, the ability to measure or calibrate results, these are likely to change really dramatically. And if they're used alongside all the traditional skills, the outcome in the early part of the 21st century could be every bit as dramatic as that achieved by the medical profession in the late 19th and 20th. Now, in the wake of all these current and future changes, I urge all of you to seek to effectively reinvent yourselves and your jobs at least every 10 years. A new set of challenges creates excitement and motivation. You don't have to leave your profession or even change your job. You simply have to change areas of responsibility and, if possible, come at the old problems in a fresh way. In parting, I'd say to all of today's graduates, don't be afraid of the future. I'd beg you to seek to continue your education and certainly to maintain your curiosity. Now's the time to take risks, to find out what your limits might be. With the overall rate of change increasing at a ferocious pace, graduates in every discipline will have to work intelligently to simply keep up with what's going on. Plan, I would suggest, to do one better and stay out ahead of what's going on in your profession. Remain curious, ask questions, listen. And lastly, be very, very careful about taking advice. It's usually worth pretty well exactly what you pay for it. Question especially advice from speakers at events such as this. Again, it's left to me to congratulate all of you, and from Mr. Brubeck and I, every scrap of luck in the world in all of your futures. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Putnam, for that address. I said it was a great year for the university and for you. I hope you're now going to proceed to make this a great day for you. Having said that, I now declare this congregation closed. Shall we stand and sing the national anthem?
It's a fantastic city. The first day you get here, you want to go out and see people, and you keep doing that for 3 whole years, and you don't get bored, you don't get tired. Nottingham is a wonderful city, especially for students. I'd recommend it for anyone to come to this university. It's been fantastic, the whole experience.
I found it a great place to study. It's got a great campus and the students are friendly, and I love the teachers here.
I've learned a lot from the people I've met, different parts of the world, and academically, facilities are brilliant, and everything a student could ask for, really.
It's just hit me now that this is it. This is where I join the working population. And I think they've kidded me up enough. I'm ready for that.
Đây là góc thư viện của Đại học Nottingham. Hãy còn sáng lắm, quá sớm, nên nó cũng chưa thấy nhiều người vào cái thư viện. Phố mờ mờ trong sương. Báo hiệu mùa đông đang đến. Đại học công viên.
How are you this morning? You look very fresh this morning. How your work doing?
Slow. Nancy presented very well.
You are generous man.
Now I can do my work because you.
Yes, I will do that.
And the blinds that always move by itself.
This Professor Lisa Hoffley. Lisa's at the corner of the room. Yeah, that's beauty. Liên quan với